Hello Aries, welcome to your August 1st through 15th reading. This is a collective reading, so all of you who are watching, there were 28,000 people on my last video, so just know that some of this responsibility for discerning what belongs to you and what doesn't lays on you. What rings true to your heart belongs to you. What doesn't belongs to another Aries. Leave what doesn't, take what does, and we'll keep it moving. So thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine energy, spirit guides, and of course our higher selves. Thank you for being present here and allowing me to interpret this reading for Aries to help all Aries remain on their highest possible path. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you'd like a private reading, you can click in the links below, and I will be happy to do a personal reading for you. Just remember what I said. This is a large group reading. Not everybody's on the same path, and that means things will be different for different people. Okay, so this is your here and now energy. This is your love life and relationship section. And this is your beautiful employment and career and finance. So your underlying energy is the Page of Rods. That's a message coming in. It usually has to do with work. So if some of you are, looks like some of you are really hoping for a great job, this is a message bringing that in for you. Okay, your here and now energy is the Empress. Well, she's showing up on them, and she's shown up on every single reading I've recorded so far. So the Empress is very present here. She's the inspiration. She's the life giver. She's the divine feminine. So this is a beautiful energy to have in your front and center, because this means if anyone is doing anything to either bring life to something or bring something creatively into this life, this is the energy you want, because this is the connection to the divine feminine. So this is supercharged. You've got the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is that love, healing, emotion, intuition. This is being brought into you. It is not extended yet, but it doesn't mean that it's not being brought in and offered to you, because this is a page, so it is a message. You have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a large, grounded financial blessing. So this is telling you that there's no need to worry about finances or any kind of security, because you definitely have that here front and center, right underneath. Whatever's coming in is a large stability. Okay, so this is like, this isn't a paycheck. This is an entire, like it could be a job that's going to sustain you through your lifetime. And you've got the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is expansion, and of course it is the Aries energy, because you're a fire sign. This is you taking, selecting what opportunity you're ready to move forward with, and looking out into the future to see how to build it, how to get there. You're starting the process. In your career, in your relationship area and love life, you've got the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is your energy, definitely. This is a meticulous woman. This is someone who is very task-oriented and very on target. So if she's trying to woo you, or if you're the person trying to woo someone, you're going to be very pointed, and they don't mince words. They say what they mean, and it's very passionate energy. So that's a great thing. Now, next you have the Queen of Wands, which is someone speaking their mind. This is the card of truth. Speak your truth. Very laser accurate with what you're going to say. Then you have the Devil energy right underneath, which is someone who is, if you're in a new relationship, okay, if you're bringing a new relationship together, this is a card of very steamy, hot, passionate love. Love, love, love. This would be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. So these two combinations, fire and air, are very explosive. So if this is what's happening, that's fabulous. If you're telling the person this is how you feel, if you're both having that energy come together, that's an explosive situation, which is not in a bad way. If it has to do with, this card can also have to do with addiction. It can have to do with someone having a moment of self-sabotage. So as you come into this relationship, you may bring in some negative habit from the past. So just be careful not to do that. That's what I feel for you here. I feel like if it's not the hot, steamy wonderfulness, if it is the combative parts of your personalities, this is definitely some self-sabotage happening here. So be careful not to repeat the manipulation of what you learned in a past relationship, because we want to take the positive things and move forward, not the negative things, because it's always self-destructive if you do. This is the Hierophant, and it means a large corporate entity. It can mean a school, a hospital, it can mean a university, it can mean, and I don't mean just a school, it could be in like a school system. Okay, so like in the whole conglomerate. So it can also be just a large corporation. It can be a religious entity as well. Usually this has to do with government official, things like that. So you may work for one of those things. The good news is there's lots of opportunities there. You just don't know which one to pick, and maybe you've put your hat in the ring for all of them. Okay? This is a little bit of confusion and frustration because you don't know which thing's going to pan out for you. And this is feeling almost left out in the cold, like you don't know what's happening. Maybe you haven't heard anything. Maybe you've applied for one of these jobs and you haven't really gotten anything back yet. But don't be afraid, because this is the Pentacles and it is a 5, so it is a change. And if you look at this, these two coins are illuminating and focusing into this, so the divine is involved. So your prayer hasn't fallen on a deaf ear. It's just that you feel like, okay, I haven't heard anything. They haven't called me for an interview, but it is coming. It's just not time yet. Divine timing is involved here, and you've got to be patient. Okay, so let's do some clarifiers and see what's going on with this. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine energy, spirits, spirit guides, gods, and goddesses. Thank you for being present here with our higher selves and allowing me to clarify this reading for Aries and help them to remain on their highest possible path. Thank you so much for your divine energy. All right, so I got a change in status. Things going on. Things going on. Okay. Get all these out, and then I'll tell you what I see. Oh, you got the Emperor. That's great. The Emperor is definitely a possibility of a permanent job at one of these wonderful places that I named earlier. The Emperor is saying, I'm here. I'm present. So you've got the Empress here and the Emperor. That's great, because you've got them both working in your favor. So you've got, if the Emperor would be the foundational energy, so he is the creator of things, like you know, he is the creator of the heavens and earth. Okay, she's the creator of life on the heavens and earth. Okay, so he's here. He's got, you know, he's offering enlightenment for your soul. He's saying, I've got an infinite amount of resources, and I'm here to help you. He's the Father God. She would be like Mother Mary. So you've got the upgrade in status, the Hollywood card. This is definitely being noticed, or changing of your lifestyle to in a better way, a higher position, if you're changing jobs. And it can also mean transportation. So it can mean a trip. It can mean an actual vehicle. So these are all things that are happening here. This is definitely notoriety. Okay. So if you're creating something, it will be noticed. It will gain some good attention. So here's this Page of Cups coming in with an offer of love, emotion, healing, intuition, and there's a Tower on top of this. So the Tower is tearing down of things that are built on unstable foundation or untrue foundation. So this may be you completely rebuilding how you participate in life, okay, or how you participate in your day-to-day life. So this is a change, literally bringing down this wall and rebuilding it the way it needs to be built, because apparently it's not built correctly at this time. It's not steady, it's not stable. So you're going to be able to stabilize that, which is a good thing. So here's this beautiful Ten of Pentacles, which is saying this is enough to last a lifetime. And this is you saying, but I've done so much, and I feel like I'm leaving behind. So because you're changing, this change is actually leaving you with some little bit of melancholy. But you've got these two beautiful cups up here. You've got a new beginning out here. Beautiful, beautiful sunrise happening with a castle. So you've got to move on, but you're looking back a little bit. So be sure not to linger in those old memories. Here you are making that change. Okay, so you decided to go ahead and move on. And this is you either learning something new or learning or getting information from the universe on how to best use what you do know. So this is all unmanifested wealth out here, and this is you really refining your tactics to bring that into this existence. Okay, so here's the Queen of Swords, and this is a walking away card. So this is swords. I'm so sorry. Queen of Rods. Swords is next. This is you walking away, taking your what you've got and just going, you know, I need to start over. I'm not really feeling this. I've got to go. I've got to move on. And see, she's got the rod in her hand too. Even though it's a Cups card, she does have a rod. And this is a new moon here. So this is a new phase, new beginning. So you're out looking for something new and different. And this really does look like you're speaking your mind on this. So whoever is having this experience, I'm going to just talk directly to you because I've got some direct information. My guides are talking to me already about this. So this is you literally standing up and telling how you feel. You're speaking your truth. You're using the sword of truth, and you're telling someone, I can no longer do it the way we're doing it now. I need to move on. And here is that Ace of Swords, which is the divine new beginning. This is you walking away and starting over. And this is a starting over card too. So somebody here in this reading is having this happen to them right now. This is definite, swift action, cutting away of things that no longer serve you or people. And this is you churning yourself away from this codependent relationship that you've got with this person, taking what you can and leaving what you can't take with you. Okay? So someone is getting out. And that's fine. You just go. Because this shows you're doing the right thing here. Okay, so here's the large entity, job. And this is them calling you saying, hey, come in for an interview, or you've got the job. Okay? That's what that wand is. Page of Wands is a messenger. You're getting information that you've got the job. This is the Seven of Cups, which is the gift from the universe. The confusion of, you're worrying about, did you hear it or not? This is the card of don't cut your nose off to spite your face. Don't limit yourself by being stubborn and saying, I feel like somebody's having this happen to them right now. They've got a lot of different opportunities, and they're holding out for the one that they think they want instead of taking the one that's offered. So please don't do that. Allow yourself to take what's offered to you in a reasonable way. Don't take it if it's not going to be enough to pay your bills, but don't hold out for something that hasn't happened yet. The bird in the hand is better than one in the bush. You've got this where you're feeling like no one's listening to you, and the High Priestess, which is your higher self, which is saying you are here, you are supposed to be here, this is how this is supposed to go, and trust the universe. This is your connection with the universe. This is your higher self here. Okay, so you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and all the things that are happening for a reason. So some of you, this job thing does not necessarily have to do with this relationship thing. These can be two separate things happening for for people. They don't necessarily all have to be happening to one person, because this is a large reading and it is for the collective. So some of you are having new jobs come in and choices to make regarding that. And some of you are having to walk away from relationships and restart your life. So whichever it is, for either of you, it turns out well, because you've got the universe here. The universe has your back. Your higher self is present. You are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So Aries, it looks like you've got a lot on your plate. I hope this turns out well for you all. And I'll see you again in the second half of August. If you would like to contact me individually, please go down below to I show my website and all the places where you can contact me. And thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Many blessings to you. Namaste. I thank you for all the comments. You guys are awesome.